You ever been on your way home from work and all of a sudden you're going, oh, I forgot to do that. I really wanted to get that done today. All the time, some people say. Do you know, whenever you can think of something that you want to do, it's important to write it down. Don't leave it up to your mind to try and remember everything. You know how frustrating it is. You've got those days, there's something specific you want to get done. You're working through the day, you get some time available, and you say to yourself, well, what can I do now? And you come up with the first thing that pops in your head, you do that, and it's not the thing that you'd actually really wanted to do. And then later in the day, you remember it, and you go, oh, I should have done it then when I had the time to do it. And it's generally an inappropriate time now when you do think of it, you can't do it then, so now you've got to remember it for later on. Again, the simple solution here is write it down. So where do you write it down? Well, you get it written down in your diary, in your notepad, or on your to-do list, or you have somewhere central, a specific tool that you use all the time to write stuff in. As you're going through your day, your notes, the things you think of doing and that, you write it in the one thing. And that way, when the time comes for you to have a bit of time and actually think, oh, what do I do next? You pull that tool out, you can see what you want to do, whether it's your to-do list or your notepad, and you turn and say, okay, that's what I want to get done and make sure I get it done, and you can do it. And it's not forgotten and it's done. You know, in today's day and age, there's no excuse for not being able to remember things and get them done. We've got so many tools available for us. And with all the devices we carry nowadays, our phones, our tablets, our computers and that, and there's all these apps that can go on those that sync between each other that you can take notes on. Write them on, type them in, or record the voice recording. You can use it and then they all sync. I use Microsoft OneNote, and I use that because of the structure of its books and then sections and then pages. I've used plenty of different ones over time, but I've stuck with it now for a few years because it structures up very well. And in that I've got things like, you know, just my daily notes book, and then there's another notebook that's my goals. There's another notebook that's marketing notes and planning, personal development material, even notes from when I speak with clients and that. I put them all into there, and then they actually sync with my CRM, my Zoho CRM, so as they've got it all held centrally there. So there's just ability to have so many different types of notebooks in the one tool, and they all sync with each other. As soon as you write it, it syncs with your app on the other devices. And that way you can write notes on your computer here, and then if you go out to an appointment, you've got a couple of minutes, you can pull out your phone and you can still keep working on it, or keep reading what you were doing. The tools today are just fantastic for that. So the things you shouldn't write notes and that on are things like post-it notes and bits of paper and stuff like that you see left over on your desk and that. I see it so often, people just write a note on a piece of paper that was on their desk, or an envelope that they've opened something from, or a post-it note, and they stick it on their screen. Problem is they don't take the screen with them when they go home, and it gets forgotten. So just remember, if you have something that you want to do or anything, write it down. Write it down on a tool that's central, that you work with all day, every day, so as you can always come back and check it to ensure that you're getting done what you need to do. And if you want to find out a bit more of a chat on this, just drop me a message and I'll contact you.